Anyway, what we do now, this is the interesting part, we run the subframe selector. And this is where we kind of start to integrate both nights. You can see here there's a lot more to this. There's all sorts of stuff going to go on here. So what we do is we now add in the dB files from each night. So we add all of those. And then we add all the images from the 27th. Like this. So now we've added all those images. There are 105 3-minute images going to be looked at here. All this stuff, this is particular to my camera. I know the numbers for this. There are formulas to calculate it, but it depends on your camera and your setup. And output will go into a folder in the 27th called accept. Okay, we have a keyword of SS weight. This is to do with further processing, which we'll look at in a bit. So what this will do, what this process will do, is it will measure all these subframes and give us a chart of how good each image is. So we'll just gonna move that there so we can see the processing window here. So there we go. That's going to now measure those 105 subframes that we've created from 2 days worth of data, and that will run through and give us a readout on the best frames and the worst frames. Some we will use, maybe hopefully all of them will use, but it's going to take a while. This, you can see that the actual size of the image at the moment is 4,290 pixels by 2,856. That's how big the images are. And when I run through the last stage on the processing is a process called drizzle integration. And when I do that drizzle integration, that size will double. So this is going to take a while. Apologies. This is why on the last one that I did the Bode's Galaxy. If I can show you that. This is on the stream. The video is probably there where I did this. When I did the Bode's Galaxy, I actually kept it down to 25 images so it would run faster. And we ended up at the end of it all with an image like this. So it was okay. Could have been better, but I didn't have very many nights data on this. I can't show you. I didn't save a JPEG in with the annotations on it. That's a shame. That's finished measuring subframe. All these subframes measured. What I've done is I've applied a formula in here, and what that does is it gives me a weighting, and the higher the number, the better better quality the image is. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to exclude a couple of images, and the ones I'm going to exclude are this one here, and this one here. These are the worst images. So what will happen is these will be not included in our final processing. But the best one is this one here, which we need to know. So I'm just going to write that number down, which is 0071 31. You need to remember that is our best image. So what we do now is we change this subframe select, just say output subframe, and we click the apply global button. This should be a bit quicker. This will output all the frames, apart from the two that we've selected, into our accept folder that we previously created. I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so there we go. That's now processed those images using the subframe selector. You can see, look, 2 rejected subframes, 105 total. So now we're left with 103 to do our further processing of. So we can shut down subframe selector. We're done with that. The next process that we're going to use is a process called star alignment. File. Same file again from the accept folder. So 71 was there. Generate drizzle data. We want to generate this drizzle data on this. Target images. Add all the files in from our accept folder. Output them within the accept folder into a folder called reg. Okay. Everything else I'm going to leave as is. So now we run this star alignment. This is quite an intensive process, so I'll kick that off. Put the mic off and also put the camera off. Finally, the star alignment is completed. Now we have a folder, hopefully, in here, except in reg, with quite a few files. And the files that are in here are our XISF files that have been created by the star registration process. So, one more big process to do before we actually integrate all these into our final image, or close to our final image. And that will be our local normalization. So, from the reg folder, we now choose 71, which is our good file, our reference image. Then we add all these files in. Okay. The output directory will be the same, reg. And then we hit our apply global button. And this will then generate normalization data, which does further reduces bad pixels and star trails and all sorts of stuff, asteroid trails, satellite trails, everything, hopefully from the image. So click apply global and sit back and wait. Finally, how long did that take? 1 hour. We didn't get any failed, and we didn't get any failed on the star registration either. So the last but one process is coming up now of the pre-processing, and that is image integration. So we input, we need to clear all those. We add files, and the files we're going to add are from the reg folder. And we add all our local normalization files that we just created from the reg folder as well. And we add our drizzle files that are also in the reg folder. See how many there are. So we're now up to 103 files with, well, 300 files we're processing here. Image integration, combination average. Normalization is local normalization. Remember, we just created those files. And the fits keyword for weight, which is SS weight. Remember that from the subframe selector? Keep generate drizzle data ticked. And in pixel rejection, rejection algorithm will be linear fit clipping, normalization, local normalization, untick clip low range, and away we go. What this will do is it will now produce a file which we'll then save, and that will be kind of our final image. This will take a while to run, so I'll be back in a minute when it's run. Oh wow, that was crazy. That took longer than I thought. Oh, how long did that take? Have a look. Do we have a timer on this? No, I don't see a timer. Anyway, don't need that. This image here. I'm going to do a file save as here because this is our first completed image. There we go. So yeah, we're good. Okay. I will continue with this probably on Friday. For now, it's 5 in the morning. I have to go to bed. So, good night, folks. Thanks for tuning in.